Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I would like to talk about yet again Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's relationship, and the reason is because I feel like so many people go through such a similar thing. Um, so let's just first recap. Okay, so we all saw that video that was online from her show, The Red Table, I think, The Round Red Table. I don't remember what it's called. But basically, she had this infamous conversation with Will Smith, and it was hard to watch because she basically tells him or talks about to the whole world how she had an affair or a relationship. I don't know, if they were separated technically, but she was basically telling him how she was sleeping with somebody else, and it also happened to be their son's friend. Um, and then to recap, obviously, the whole Oscar fiasco, right? So there's been another video that surfaced online from her show, and this was filmed a little while ago, but we all saw it recently. And she's basically there with her mom, Will Smith, and their daughter, Willow Smith. And Jada, is telling them, all three of them, how she did not want to get married to Will Smith, that she was depressed and that she was sad and she was a hot mess. And the wedding was terrible. It was a disastrous wedding. And it was just a very sad story to listen to, okay? Especially from a couple like that from Hollywood, right? Um, so it's like, it's almost like Jada is having her therapy sessions publicly for everybody to watch. And then Will Smith started talking about how, on Jada's 37th birthday, he started planning her 40th birthday because he wanted to make it very special. And he was moving heaven and earth just to make her happy. And he even admitted that he was like a puppy dog, like trying to win her approval, and she just wouldn't give it to him. And he admitted that. He was talking about that. And no matter how hard he tries, there's nothing he can do to win her heart, right? It just seems that way. Because look, if somebody loves somebody, they don't even have to try that hard, okay? They could take them to a nice dinner somewhere and they'll be happy with that. They'll even say, "Oh, so romantic. Oh, what a nice dinner. Oh, he was so nice and charming and whatever." But here, no matter how hard he tried, she just would not. She just wouldn't budge. Oh man, and he's aware of all this. He really is. And recently there was another video that leaked where she's filming him with her cell phone, and Will just seems very annoyed because she's trying to, I believe, indirectly promote her show, and he was just very annoyed. Like, it didn't happen out of nowhere. Okay, from the vibes that we were getting and from what we've seen in that clip, is that this has been going on for quite some time, and he's annoyed. And we obviously, if you're just going to watch a random clip like that, you're going to be like, okay, well, couples fight all the time or they have disagreements all the time. But with all that we've seen already, this just adds, this just adds to it. So it's just more proof that perhaps they're in a very dysfunctional relationship, a toxic relationship, and he needs to get out of it, right? And then uh finally she talks about, after the slap at the Oscars, she talks about how she wishes Will Smith didn't do that. But I don't know if I believe her because we all saw that clip on the internet where after he slapped Chris Rock, she didn't really seem so troubled by it. She actually seemed, it looked like she was laughing. Not sure. She definitely didn't seem troubled by it, though. Okay. Now, the point that I am making here is that Will Smith is in a toxic relationship, and the question is why? Why is that? Is it for the kids? We don't know. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, the kids are in their early 20s. It's not like they're 8. So it's probably not because of the kids. I mean, maybe he just really loves her and he can't let go. But is love enough? Especially when she's made it very clear with her words and her actions. And I believe in actions speak louder than words. But here she's done it with her words and her actions, that she's just not that into him, back. So love is not enough. And what's worse, she's making him out to be a fool on multiple occasions in front of the whole world, with pushing him over the edge to do something so stupid to Chris Rock, right? To humiliate somebody like Chris Rock. And why is she doing this? Perhaps maybe because she feels guilty for not loving somebody like Will Smith, right? Like, what's there not to love, right? He's a great guy. He's very nice, minus the whole Oscar situation. He's good looking. He's successful. I mean, he is a bigger star than she is, and that's for sure. So what's there not to love? Okay, and it's like, what more do you want? And she must feel guilty not loving somebody like this, and like, what's wrong, right? Like, why not? But hey, that's not her fault for not loving him. I mean, we cannot control who we love or who we don't love. All right, we can't control that. That's fine. But why? And we can't explain why we love or don't love someone. But why make them out to? Why treat them so poorly? And maybe she's just pushing him away because he just can't get the hint, and she just wants him to leave her alone. Look, she is ruining this man's life, and it just seems like she pushed him over the edge at the Oscars. And the reason why it seems that way is because when Chris Rock made that joke, Will Smith looked fine. He was laughing until he looked at Jada. That's when everything went downhill. Okay? So, and this reminds me a lot of that show, Sex Life, on Netflix. And, it's scary how it reminds me of that. And it's pretty much the same situation. There's this guy, and he's trying so hard to make the relationship work. But no matter what he does, she's just in love with someone else from her past. Jada and Tupac, right? I mean, it just seems that it's so similar. But look, Jada, Will Smith, the show Sex Life on Netflix, and then there's everyday people going through this on an everyday basis, right? So I'm sure there's many, many people in a toxic relationship, and they shouldn't be in one. They shouldn't be in one. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve to that. And look, sometimes love isn't enough, especially when someone you love doesn't love you back. And what's worse, this could be bad for your mental health, and this can ruin your life. But why? Why do people stay in these situations? Yeah, okay, I guess it could be kids, it could be love, it could be need or loneliness. They don't want to be lonely. But the question is, what's worse, toxicity or loneliness, right? Like, that's the question to ask. So I would like to know what you guys think. If you have an opinion, please comment. I'd love to read it. And if you like this, please give me a like, and please subscribe to my networks. Until next time.